So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. iPhone 12 Pro Pacific Blue. This is the all new color. Unboxing and first impressions. Now, if you're looking in that reflection, I'm actually recording this video, my first video, on the iPhone 12, the one that's a little bit cheaper than this that we just unboxed before this. So that's what this is being recorded on. You can see up here, includes an iPhone 12 Pro and a USB-C to Lightning cable. You can notice that there's no power adapter. Those headphones and power adapters are sold separately, and you do have 5G on board now, sub-6 and millimeter wave, so the best of the best, although this might not be useful to everyone right now as 5G doesn't work everywhere just yet depending on location. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, GPS, all the goodies you're used to, and of course LTE. Now this phone right here, you can easily open up the box just by going like this, taking that off, that plastic out of there, and let me know what you're thinking so far of the video quality with the iPhone 11, because this camera that it's recording on should be pretty similar. And I didn't really prefer the blue for the regular iPhone 12, but this iPhone 12 Pro, I'm definitely feeling the blue here. You can see the new LiDAR right there. In addition to that, we do have a triple camera setup once again, just like the 11 Pro, but this blue here for the Pro series definitely looking very nice. So let's go ahead and just show you that it shows you right here the silent switch, volume rockers, power button. We can peel this off, go ahead and start booting this up. And while we're doing that, booting up the iPhone 12 Pro, we'll go ahead and take a look at the contents in the box. So if you open this up, you'll see you'll get one Apple sticker, not two like before. And you'll see right here, you do have a quick start guide. Also, you do have a SIM card tool. And if you're noticing, these papers and pamphlets and stuff inside the box, a lot smaller than they used to be on older iPhones. In addition, that box is very thin. So you can see right here, we do have a Lightning cable as well for the iPhone 11 Pro. So giving you my first impressions on this one so far. So it's a little bit heavier than the iPhone 12, actually quite a bit, about 20 grams. You'll definitely notice substantially more weighty, gives it more of a pro feeling. The surgical grade stainless steel here on the edges of the iPhone 12 Pro make this phone have just more of a premium look. It's very nice. It's a little more subtle here, I think, for the Pacific blue color. So if you really want that to shine, you'll see it is going to be a fingerprint magnet right there, though. If you do want this thing to shine, you might want to get the gold color. You can see right there, SIM card tray. We do have our volume rockers off to the left there. Silent switch, very nice. We also do have antenna lines. This design on the sides is very reminiscent of the iPhone SE days, the iPad Pro, the iPhone 5, 5S, those designs. But you can see overall, definitely has a nice shine in that camera lens. The blue right there, and then this back material is like an etched matte, just like the iPhone 11 Pro. So you're definitely going to pick up a little bit of lint, but you shouldn't get too many fingerprints on that back side. So that's a pretty good look at the iPhone 12 Pro. You can see the top there, also very shiny. So definitely, again, a shiny product as you would expect from Apple here. So let's go ahead and get in here. This one's going to cost you $9.99 to get the iPhone 12 Pro. So if you do want this more premium model, you do have to pay that. Okay, guys, so we're just about through the setup process. And one thing I just got to mention is that Apple continues to separate itself with this stainless steel. Not many people have a design this beautiful here around the edges, and I do think it's definitely a separator. The squared off edges, it's just classic Apple. It really gives them a distinguishing look to their phone, even though it's still a slab style smartphone. It's not folding, it's nothing like that, but still it has this level of just uber premium. So definitely feels like you're paying top dollar for this phone still, even though again, it's a rectangular slab style phone. Still feels like it's at the top of the line once again here for Apple. Let's go ahead and hit not now. We'll hit continue, and we'll hit don't share. We'll hit continue right here, and we'll get into the iPhone 12 Pro. Now, just like with the iPhone 12, you can tell immediately if you've seen a 120 hertz display that this is definitely not a 120 hertz display. Also, if we go to general, I want to show you that out of the box, you will ship with 14.1 on the 12 Pro right now. But at the same time, if you are going to be doing some storage upgrades, you'll start out at 128 gigs for the iPhone 12 Pro, and you go up from there. You can get 256 gig, you can get 512 gig. So decide what's going to work for you. Now on the front, it has pretty much the same display as the iPhone 12. I am going to look to see if this one actually gets brighter. I'm not sure it will, but I am going to go ahead and check that out as I compare these side by side. Maybe they have the same exact display. We'll have to see, but they feel identical. You know, in terms of design, the 6.1 inch iPhone 12 and this 12 Pro, they feel exactly the same. It's just this one has the surgical grade stainless steel that looks prettier. And of course, it does have a slightly different weight to it. But in terms of the way you hold it in the hand, if you held them side by side, one just feels lighter, and that's the iPhone 12 that we're actually recording this video on. So if I go ahead and flip to the front, you'll see I'm recording on the iPhone 12. That one feels almost the same. This one just has a little bit more premium. Like, you paid more for it, so you should feel like it's more premium. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the wallpapers for the iPhone 12 Pro. So we'll go to wallpapers here. I'll hit choose new wallpapers. I'll go to live, and you can see that again, it has wallpapers for basically any color 12 Pro you decide to go with. Now I'm planning on going with the silver for my Pro Max when that does come available for pre-order. But this one I decided to go with the Pacific Blue. Let me know which colors you're really feeling. This is the latest color. A lot of people are really feeling this color, but it seems like everybody always wants the color that's being marketed to them every year. But I think you should go with the color that you truly desire, even if this is the one that's standing out in the commercials. It doesn't mean it's going to be the best color for you. So really think about which color you really like the most before you decide to pick one up. Now, the exact weight of this phone is actually 189 grams. So if you want to know how that feels, it feels a little lighter to me than the 11 Pro, but it's not a super light phone. It's got some weight to it. It's got some girth to it. Now this phone does have an A14 chipset, so it's the fastest chip in the industry. True Tone, night shift, dark mode. So it's got plenty of stuff that you'll want to use. It also has amazing software support. So you will be getting 5 years of software support, maybe even more than that on the iPhone 12 Pro. I also want to showcase the bottom because if you notice right here where the microphone is at, it actually has less holes than the iPhone 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max had. So if you're looking for, I mean, it's just a little thing I noticed here on the device. So do keep that in mind. Just little design differences across the board here on the iPhone 12 Pro. But again, it seems more evolutionary versus something revolutionary. This is not like a foldable iPhone or nothing like that. So let's take a quick peek at these cameras, because the iPhone 12 Pro, where it separates itself from the iPhone 12 is that it has this telephoto 2x zoom. Now, I wish it could go farther than 2x, as other phones can already do 5x and things like that. But still, it separates itself from the cheaper iPhone in the lineup, so you can do that if you would like. You also have a lot of great video modes here. You can change exposure. I actually have the exposure a little bit up here while I'm recording this video right now, so it's a very handy feature. You can change aspect ratios. You can do a lot of this on the iPhone 12 as well. So I think you're just going to really want to have that telephoto camera to choose this. Maybe the surgical grade stainless steel. The slightly higher quality video will be in the iPhone 12 Pro Max though. So this can be a tough choice between this and the iPhone 12. And then on the front facing camera, it's also 4K 60, it's 12 megapixels. You know, iPhone does a great job with selfies, and Android phones though have been catching up, I think, in the selfie area. But still, it's gonna be an excellent all-arounder camera. You know that you're getting one of the best, if not the best video quality in the industry when you do get an iPhone. So I'm not worried at all about these. These are gonna be probably the best video cameras once again on an iPhone. And you can see right here that LiDAR scanner going to make AR augmented reality better for this phone than the iPhone 12. So before we head up out of this first impression, let's do some comparisons to another phone. So you might have an 11 Pro. Is it worth it to upgrade to the iPhone 12? Well, I can't tell you right now, but what I can tell you on first impressions is that it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. I probably would just hold on to my 11 Pro. If I had this one, you know, if I was you and you were like, should I get rid of it? Should I pay that extra? Should I sell it, pay a couple $100, get this one? I mean, if you really want the square edges, you want to be on the latest and greatest, sure, it's got 5G, but at the same time, this is not a major upgrade. It doesn't feel that way whatsoever. It feels like a very slight upgrade over the iPhone 11 Pro. Now, what about the iPhone 10? You might have been holding on to this. I think this is a nice one. This is a nice jump from the iPhone 10. You skipped out on the 10s, you skipped out on the 11 Pro, and you skipped out on the 10R, the 11, This is an excellent upgrade right here. Yeah, you still have OLED on the iPhone 10. Yeah, you still have solid cameras, not great anymore. The iPhone 11 or the iPhone 12 Pro are just far better than these cameras right here. But you still have good power in the Apple A11 in the iPhone 10, but the A14 is at the top of the game right now. So I do think if you jumped here, you would feel a substantial upgrade in the iPhone 12 Pro. Now, in the Galaxy S20 5G, this is the phone I think that most directly competes with this iPhone 12 Pro, but it's been out for months. And when I hold these two side by side, I can see phones that are pretty much even Steven. It's just, do you want Samsung or do you want Apple? Because these phones are pretty much neck and neck. That's my impression so far. Yeah, I do like the matte material here on the iPhone 12 Pro, but the FE has the matte material as well if you want the Galaxy S20 FE or the Note series. But these devices right here compete very well, I think, and they're both around the same price, although the Samsung can be found cheaper now since it's been out a while. Okay, so my final conclusions on first impressions are we have ourselves another evolutionary upgrade for Apple. Now, what's revolutionary is the 5G performance, but that's not going to be so noticeable right now as 5G is still coming along. But we do have an older kind of squared off edge with the newer modern iPhone, which gives this a very unique feel. So I think a lot of people are going to like it, but iPhone 11 Pro users probably won't see a major upgrade here. LiDAR scanner comes. Let me know what you guys think about this phone. Are you picking one up? Which color did you go with? Are you waiting for the Pro Max? Are you going with the 12 mini? Are you going with the 12? Or are you just not getting any iPhone this year? Let me know what you want to see going forward on the 12 Pro. This was just a preliminary look. Overall, it's not bad. But thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Nick here. I'll catch you all in the next episode, and peace. Thank you.